Your doctor just told you your blood pressure is creeping up. 140 over 90. Pre-hypertension, they called it. And you're thinking, great, here come the medications for the rest of my life. But here's what shocked me. A 52-year-old accountant dropped his blood pressure from 145 over 92 to 118 over 76 in just 1 week without a single pill. Sounds impossible, right? But the science behind what he did is so simple, it'll make you wonder why your doctor didn't tell you this first. Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal will change how you think about blood pressure control after 40. And trust me, you can start seeing results this week. 1. Why blood pressure suddenly becomes your enemy after 40. Let's be honest, you probably sailed through your 30s without thinking twice about blood pressure. Then bam, you hit 40 and suddenly it's a problem. Here's what's really happening. Your blood vessels are losing elasticity. Think of a brand new rubber band versus one that's been sitting in a drawer for 10 years. The old one doesn't snap back the same way, right? That's your arteries after 40. Your body is also producing less nitric oxide, the natural chemical that keeps blood vessels relaxed and open. Less nitric oxide means stiffer vessels, which means your heart has to pump harder to push blood through. It's like trying to squeeze water through a garden hose that someone's stepping on. Critical fact. After age 40, your risk of developing high blood pressure increases by 90%. 90%. That's not a typo. But here's where it gets interesting. While your doctor might reach for the prescription pad, there's a sequence of lifestyle changes that work so fast they can show results in as little as 5 to 7 days. You know what's crazy? Most people never try these first. The real question is, why does this work so quickly when medications take weeks? 2. The morning ritual that drops numbers fast. Every single morning, before you check your phone, before coffee, before anything, you need to do this one thing. Drink 16 ounces of water with a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. Wait, salt raises blood pressure. I can hear you screaming at the screen. Here's the truth. Refined table salt does. But pink Himalayan salt contains 84 trace minerals that actually help regulate blood pressure by balancing your electrolytes. When you sleep, you're fasting for 6 to 8 hours. Your body is slightly dehydrated and your blood literally becomes thicker. Thicker blood equals higher pressure. It's basic physics. By rehydrating first thing, you're giving your cardiovascular system a head start. A study from the European Journal of Nutrition tracked 312 people over 40 who started this habit. Within 1 week, average systolic pressure dropped 7 to 12 points. That's the difference between pre-hypertension and normal range. Here's what one participant said. I thought they'd mixed up my results. I tested 3 times to make sure the monitor wasn't broken. But that's not the crazy part. The next change amplifies this effect by 3x. 3. The 10-minute walk that rewrites your numbers. You don't need to become a marathon runner. You don't need a gym membership. You need 10 minutes of walking within 30 minutes of eating your largest meal. Why does this work like magic? When you eat, especially carbohydrates, your blood sugar spikes. High blood sugar triggers insulin, and insulin causes your kidneys to retain sodium. More sodium equals more water retention, equals higher blood volume, equals higher pressure. Walking immediately after eating blunts that blood sugar spike by up to 35%. Think about it. Your muscles are pulling glucose out of your bloodstream for energy. Less glucose spike equals less insulin, equals less sodium retention, equals lower blood pressure. It's a domino effect. Dr. James Reynolds, a cardiologist at Stanford, put this to the test with 89 patients over 45. The group that walked 10 minutes after dinner saw an average drop of 9 points systolic and 6 points diastolic in just 6 days. One woman told him, I've been on medication for 2 years, 6 days of evening walks, and my doctor is considering reducing my dose. 6 days. You're probably wondering, what about the food itself? Does it matter what you eat during these meals? 4. The potassium hack your doctor forgot to mention. Here's something wild. Most people over 40 get only 40% of the potassium they need, and potassium is the antidote to sodium. Your body is constantly trying to balance sodium and potassium like a seesaw. Too much sodium and not enough potassium? Your blood vessels constrict and pressure goes up. But when you flood your system with potassium, it literally flushes excess sodium out through your kidneys. The target? 4,700 milligrams of potassium daily. Sounds like a lot, right? Let me make this stupid simple. One medium avocado, 975 milligrams. One medium sweet potato, 542 milligrams. 1 cup of spinach cooked, 839 milligrams. 1 banana, 422 milligrams. 1 cup white beans, 1,189 milligrams. Quick win. Add one of these to each meal, and you'll hit your target without even thinking about it. A 48-year-old construction worker named Mike tried this. He added a sweet potato to lunch and white beans to dinner. In 5 days, his pressure dropped from 142/89 to 128/82. His wife made him test it twice because she didn't believe the numbers. Quick thing before we continue, if this is already blowing your mind, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It genuinely helps more people over 40 discover this information, and YouTube's algorithm will show this to others who need it. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next video where I reveal the flexibility secrets nobody talks about. All right, back to the blood pressure breakthrough. 5. The stress reset that works in 90 seconds. Let's talk about the silent killer behind the killer, chronic stress. When you're stressed, your body dumps cortisol and adrenaline into your bloodstream. These hormones literally tell your blood vessels to constrict. It's your ancient fight-or-flight response. The problem? Your body can't tell the difference between a lion chasing you and your boss sending a passive-aggressive email. Here's the 90-second fix. Box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Repeat 4 times. That's it, 90 seconds total. Navy SEALs use this technique before high-stress missions because it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Your heart rate slows, your vessels relax, and your blood pressure drops. A study at the Mayo Clinic had participants do this 3 times daily, morning, lunch, and before bed. After 1 week, average blood pressure reduction was 11/8 points. One participant dropped from 149/94 to 138/86 in 4 days just from breathing differently. You know what's crazy? This costs $0, takes 90 seconds, and you can do it at your desk, in your car, or in bed. Yet most people never try it because it seems too simple. But wait, it gets better. There's one more change that ties all of this together. 6. The sleep position that changes everything. Overnight. Here's something your doctor probably never mentioned. Sleeping on your left side can lower blood pressure by 5 to 8 points overnight. Why? When you sleep on your left side, gravity helps your heart pump more efficiently. Your aorta, the main artery leaving your heart, curves to the left. Sleeping on that side means blood flows with gravity instead of against it. Less effort, less pressure. Plus, this position takes pressure off your vena cava, the major vein returning blood to your heart, improving circulation and reducing strain. A sleep study at the University of Pennsylvania tracked 156 people over 40 with elevated blood pressure. Those who switched to left-side sleeping showed measurable improvements in morning blood pressure readings within 3 to 5 nights. One guy said, "I bought a body pillow to keep me from rolling over. My morning readings went from 138/87s to 129/79 in less than a week. I didn't change anything else." Pro tip, put a pillow behind your back to prevent rolling over during the night. Your body will adapt in about a week. The real question is, Can you stack all of these changes together? 7. The 7-day protocol that combines everything. Here's your complete weekly game plan. Morning, first 15 minutes awake. Drink 16 ounces water plus pinch pink Himalayan salt. Box breathing, 90 seconds. Meals. Add one high potassium food to lunch and dinner. Walk 10 minutes after your largest meal. Evening. Box breathing before bed, 90 seconds. Sleep on your left side with body pillow support. That's it. No extreme diets, no intense workouts, no expensive supplements. A group of 47 people over 40 followed this exact protocol. After 7 days, 89% saw blood pressure reductions of 8 to 15 points. 3 participants were able to discuss reducing medication with their doctors. 7 days. The most dramatic? A 56-year-old teacher went from 151 over 96 to 132 over 81 in 6 days. Her doctor called her results clinically remarkable. Will this work for everyone? No. Some people have genetic factors or underlying conditions that require medication. But here's the truth. You won't know until you try. And unlike medications, these changes have 0 side effects and cost almost nothing. Let's recap what we've covered. Start your morning with water and minerals. Walk after your biggest meal. Load up on potassium-rich foods. Use box breathing to reset stress. And sleep on your left side. 5 simple changes, measurable results in 1 week. Now here's my question for you. Which of these are you going to start with? The morning water ritual or the post-meal walks? Drop A or B in the comments. I'm genuinely curious which one resonates most. And if you've tried any of these before, tell me your experience below. This community learns best when we share real results. Before you go, smash that like button if this was valuable. Subscribe for more health hacks that actually work after 40, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Speaking of what's coming next, if you're worried about feeling stiff and inflexible after 40, my next video reveals how to improve your flexibility at home without ever stepping into a yoga class. The techniques I found will shock you because they work faster than traditional stretching. You won't believe what I discovered about fascia release. Thanks for watching, and remember, your blood pressure doesn't control you. You control it. See you in the next one.